So here we have the cheap Chinese Firewheel stove. I'll quickly take it out of the box. That little funnel, waste of space really. Use it if you want to. I find it much easier just to pour it straight in the center for the paraffin. That little thing there needs to be kept straight. That's your lighting taper, and that'll fit down in between the burner. Holding the bottle that way up helps not to spill too much. No, I just fill it about half full for this time. It's brand new wicks in there at the moment, so they're going to require a bit of soaking. We try and keep them a little bit level across the top, so when it burns more evenly. Bunch them up together, put it in place, and gently screw it till it locks into position. The centre doesn't quite clip in, but it's a snug fit, holds it firm enough. The next screen. And then finally the outer piece. Trying to keep it all lined up and central. You've got to be careful that you don't knock these things over. And that's your little pot stand on top, with the 3 in the centre at the moment for the smaller pots. So that was 5 to 4. We'll let that soak for a minute. And here's a brief look. When you turn clockwise, the wicks come up into the light-in position, and that would probably be the normal burning position, just turning it down a bit anti-clockwise. And when you turn it right down, they kind of disappear into the little tubes a bit, so that makes it easier to blow out. Anyway, on with the process. We've had a little bit of time go on for the wicks to soak. Pop this back together again. I haven't done it on purpose, but I've forgotten to put the little pot stand on top. I'll stick that back on in a moment. Light your taper. It's got a nice straight piece of wire on it. Then you can just run it around the top of the 8 little wicks. Blow it out. Because you're using paraffin, a little bit of smouldering won't hurt when you stick it straight back in the fuel. Adjust the flame so it looks comfortable. There'll be a little bit of smoke on this one as it's the first time it's been burnt. And that's the ring that I should have had on in the beginning. Do you see the flame starting to pull up in the middle now? As it's starting to warm up, it'll be glowing red inside in a moment. It's better not to have too much yellow there. The yellow makes pots go black, give off more fumes. It's just a case of turning the knob anti-clockwise in a moment to bring it back down to blue. There we are. Doesn't show up much, but there's a lot of heat going on there. Nearly 10 past. Cold water in the kettle. Not even quarter past. Turn it down and a quick blow in the top to snuff it out. So that's how you're altering the flames up and down. And there's your taper. Simple as that. You can see on the far side of the one I got here, actually the wicks are a little bit high, so it burns a bit more that side. It's not a problem if you want to go around when it's cold and make sure they're exactly the same height. It'll burn a little bit more evenly, that's all. Try and show down inside there without putting too much heat on the mobile phone lens. Now we can finally adjust it, keeping it on the blue side rather than yellow. You can see it glowing quite orange in a couple of places there as well. It gets incredibly hot inside. Another quick one about putting it out. Turn the wicks down out of the way. And a little blow. There we are. Now the little taper that we use to burn it won't last forever. A lot of people say they only give me 4 wicks. I'm not too sure that that's 4 wicks. Or just bits of spare for this thing. If you peel the end of it open, it's like rolled around. It's a bit stiff. A little pair of pliers might help or something like that, but do it with your fingers if you can. Pull out the old bit, discard that. No, it hasn't got to be done every time like this. It just depends how long it lasts, whether you leave it smouldering or not. Pop it in, roll the end of the little bit of thin metal around again, large side that I'm cutting that there. But there we go. Try and keep your little taper straight. See, it's been burning on its own for a while. The flames picked up a bit. But one last look at it burning inside. Hope you enjoyed it.